So I don't know where to begin. We've paid for over 2,000 petahash, but we only have like 500 showing. And we're not going to buy more from the people that haven't hooked up with that were going to hook up in the first place. Sense. So we're ready to buy more, but we need to get installed first. What I don't think it's appropriate to give an hour-long monologue on what's happened and all the excuses I've been told and all the things and pointing fingers, because I don't think that's going to help. But I think the one thing that is very important, because I think everybody that's in your group on this call right now, I'm pretty sure everybody's a network marketer, correct? Okay, so I've been in network marketing for over 20 years. And I'm figuring everybody knows how to go to blockchain.info, go to the chart, go to our mining wallet. It starts with 155. Literally at this exact moment, I'm gonna hit refresh. We have $146,754,000 sitting in that wallet right now at this very second. So in my 20 years of network marketing experience, and I've been a top level networker, having lines as big as 600,000 people in other companies, I've never been given access to one single bank account to see how much money any network marketing company ever had. And I'm pretty sure just about every single person on this call, maybe there's one, maybe there's two, that saw a bank account one time for a company they were rep with. Nobody had access. So companies can say whatever they want, but I don't know of anybody that is showing money like we show, that people can see how much, and that's one of many wallets. Like, I guess we could empty that wallet every day, but we don't. We leave it there to show everybody, hey, there's nothing to worry about. I've been working with a whole big team of guys. We have a whole team, lawyers, web developers, writers, editors, app builders, programmers, customer support reps, all under one roof. I guess you've seen support's gotten a lot better recently. So soon you're going to see all new websites, all new videos, everything translated. Everything looks beautiful. I wouldn't really say it's going to be a relaunch, but it's kind of, because everything's going to be brand new. Everything's going to be up to date. I think we probably have 3 to 4 months of like this runaround stuff with our power. And then after that, I don't see there being any more issues. Like, we'll be able to get power installed like on a regular basis, super fast. It's going to be a beautiful new world here very soon. So I'm not worried. I can see, like, we have tons of money. Like, money's not our issue at all. All the time people are like, well, just fix it. It's like, if $2 million fixed that, we could have it turned on tomorrow, we'd spend $2 million. We got plenty of money. Like, money's not an issue, zero issue. So, I mean, we're fine. It's just a pain in the ass because everybody has their expectations. And I understand them. I don't blame you. I really don't. But if you guys were in my position, you'd be dealing with the exact same thing, doing the exact same thing. That I promise. If one of your people would have been able to do a deal directly with Bitfury, directly, for $55 million, and we paid that money, I believe it was in September. At this moment, their $55 million would have made them back zero. Zero. If you'd have paid Bitfury directly. there's no Bitcoin miners on the planet that have their power turned on in 30 days. It does not exist. It's even Bitmain with equipment that they buy, hook up themselves, they have to pay the chip manufacturer and wait more than 30 days to get everything, install all the, like, nothing starts in 30 days. That's not a real thing. When we first started, we could get equipment in 14 days. Things were a lot faster then. Now the demand is so high, the waiting times are just ridiculous. But how much success would anybody have if they had to tell somebody, all right, you're going to pay today and your equipment's going to get turned on for you in 6 months? No one would sign up. So we have to start paying people 30 days. Even a lot of people complained about, oh, we're changing to 30 days. That's going to kill us. It's like, hey, what do you want us to do? We're waiting 3 and 4 months. Now we're waiting more than 6 months. Again, in the next few months, we're not going to have these issues anymore. And I'm not going to talk about why, because there's some stuff needs to stay secret. So when we have new people joining, so we got to start paying new people, but we don't have equipment getting turned on that's supposed to be turned on, it dilutes the pool. It's just the way it is. Again, if you'd have spent 55 million by yourself with Bitfury in September, at this exact moment, you would have $0 recouped back in your pocket as of right now. So it's easy to say, well, I could do this with some other company. All right. I can pretty much tell you, if you're doing it with somebody that's selling like we are, and they say that they can do something different that we're doing, and they can pay you way more than we're paying, and then they're magicians or they're liars, and I'm willing to guess liars because I've seen basically everybody come and go is a liar. That's why we've been here for 4 years and have no issues. We'll be here for another 4 years, 10 years, 20 years, because we do everything the right way. So is it bad right now? Yeah, the mining earners are terrible right now. They'll be better here in the very near future. But you also got to remember that 3 years ago, everybody said the mining earnings were terrible. 2 years ago, everybody said the mining earnings were terrible. If you look at what a real business does, like if you open up a McDonald's or a Subway or a copy, like I got a guy, he just watched the call I was on earlier. He saw it on Facebook Live. He texted me. This guy's in Indonesia. He invested $50,000 in a print shop 7 years ago. The business is running, doing good business, and so far he's made back $0 of his $50,000 investment. Made back zero. Most people that invest in normal businesses are looking to recoup their money, if they're lucky, in 5 years, and then start making a profit after that. And here, because of all of the fucking scams, people are like, oh, this is so little. No, it's not. You're comparing it to fake, made up, lie, bull crap. Do we want it to be better? Sure, we want it to be better. But when people go, oh, in 1,000 days, I'm not going to make my money back. Well, if you're doing repurchases like we've been doing from the very beginning, we have people that have been in BitClub Network way more than 1,000 days. And because of repurchases, they're still getting paid. They're getting paid on multiple shares, and they only bought one share, but they're getting paid on multiple shares. That stuff compounds over time. If you're adding up, hey, I only made, whatever, $2 today. I'm not going to make back my money. You're looking at this completely wrong. It's funny that there's people that said that 3.5 years ago, put in $3,600, went this is garbage after a month, left, come back 3.5 years later and are sitting with like $70,000-$80,000 in their back office going, is that really my money? It's really your money. Go do a withdrawal. They do a withdrawal. They're like, I really made that much money? You really made that much money. But they thought it was garbage and did zero, sponsored zero people. So I understand the way people look at it. This is a whole different thing that people are just not used to, and it's hard to wrap your mind around because everybody just wants to look at how much am I going to get today? Okay, times that by 1,000, how much do I make? But it doesn't work like that. Like it's literally compounding and compounding interest. It's not interest, but it's compounding because you're repurchasing, so you're getting more and more and more shares as we grow. So yeah, and I understand people don't understand it. I feel bad for the people that don't get it. Like there's people that joined BitClub Network 4 years ago, bought a founder position, made a bunch of money, but did not work the business, and now cry literally tears because they're not multimillionaires, and they could have been if they would have just paid attention and not gone, oh, this isn't enough money for me. And now they're like, oh my God, this was the greatest thing ever. It was the best investment I could have ever put my money into. So people don't get it. I understand. It's just not a normal thing. 480 petahash that's floating with nowhere to go. So if you have a facility that can handle 65 megawatts, which is about how much power it takes to power a city of 5 million people. So 480 petahash is 65 megawatts. We need a facility that can handle that much. Right now, we have a few different that we think we're going to be able to close on here very soon. We've had 3 other places we thought we were going to close on, but those fell through. Now we have a few more places. So I'm not the guy working on those, but they're just, kind of keep me up to date. But if somebody has a gigantic warehouse that can handle that kind of power consumption, we're willing to negotiate a decent rate. We're ready to move in. So, it's stuff like that. We have the equipment, but the facility, it fell apart where everything got shipped to in Montana. Now we're basically going to, I don't know if there's going to be a legal battle or not a legal battle, like if they're going to do what they said they were going to do. Because they owe us a bunch of money because they owed us $50,000 a day for every day that it wasn't hooked up, sitting there. And then they wanted to fight us. And then again, this be an hour story of back and forth, like all these different things. So, and then the other power with Yoshi, that's close to another 1,000 petahash that's not hooked up. Now, some of that, most of that should already be hooked up, and Yoshi has been compensating us. We got one comp from him, and we did the one bump that one time. We're supposed to be getting another one from him really soon. But I have my speculation of what's going on, and that it's just cheaper for him to give us comps instead of turn the power on for us, because what we paid at the price of Bitcoin when we paid for the power compared to what people are paying for power now and where the price of Bitcoin is now, like it's a whole lot cheaper, we think, for him to give us comps than to just give us our power. But again, I'm speculating. I could be 1,000% wrong. I probably shouldn't even be saying that. But it's, what am I going to do? Like, so it's frustrating. And again, I understand. And we've been around for 4 years, and we've had people doubt us literally every single day for 4 years. And that's okay. I think most people realize by now that, myself and a lot of the other top guys that have been here from the very beginning, we all have more money than we can ever spend. We don't need to do this anymore. Like I could walk away right now and be just fine forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And the only reason is because I want to help as many people get to where I am. That's it. So we're more transparent than any company. We have created more millionaires than any other company I know of, in any kind of recent history. I mean, my goal was always to make $5 million. And that way I could get an annuity, make 20 grand a month, not have to ever worry about money again. 20 grand a month, I can live on that, no problem. And in the past 3.5, 4 years, I probably have more than 100 people that have made more than $5 million, that have accumulated more than $5 million. The top 20 guys, it's scary how much money some of these guys have made. So, all of these people are still working bitclub, not because they need money, just because they want to help everybody else make money. So if anybody, doubts bitclub, it's really, I don't want to use the word stupid, but it just doesn't make any sense if you really start to think about it. Like, if anybody thinks I need another dollar from anybody to sign up in bitclub network, you're absolutely wrong. Like 0%. The websites and videos are basically done. They're getting them all translated right now. Support is using the new admin panel, the version 2, the V2 back office for that. There's some stuff that there's info in version 1. So I use version 1 more than version 2. But soon everything will be over on version 2, and there'll be a lot more stuff in version 2. And then for the back office, there'll be just tons and tons of more new information. We've had a couple different Skype calls with like the top couple customer service reps, all the developers, myself, Catalan, a few other guys, just going through every feature that we want in version 2. So yeah, like when you go through your binary, people who are in your downline, not in your downline, you'll be able to see their ranks. In your level up, you'll be able to see everybody's ranks. You'll have a listing of how many people you have at whatever rank in your downline, your volumes, your this, your that, like every little, like it's going to be too much information. Like you'll track everything, everything, everything. People that joined 4 years ago and did absolutely nothing made probably 18 Bitcoin from buying a founder position, like in their pocket. But if I would have made 18 Bitcoin in the past 4 years, or if Joe or David or any of these guys that started at the beginning and took this serious and ran hard, if we would have only made 18 Bitcoin, we'd want to kill ourselves. Like some of these guys in bitclub, there's people in bitclub network that have made 7,000 Bitcoin. People have made, I don't even want like 1,000 Ethereum from the GPUs. Like it's crazy, like how much money some of these people have made. And it wasn't from the mining, it was from building a business. And if you talk to any person that joined bitclub network 3 years ago, 2 years ago, you cannot find one unhappy person. 0 people. Everybody's happy. All right, so when we started bitclub network, the price of Bitcoin was at about $550. It had already been at 1,200 and it was coming down. It was at 550. And so if you would have just bought Bitcoin at 550, held your Bitcoin, did nothing, went down to 170 and stayed in the low 200s for about a year and a half. And then about a year and a half later, maybe a little more than a year and a half, it finally came back to where you would have been back to even, where people were with bitclub making Bitcoin the whole time. So at 550, you would have put in about seven and a half Bitcoin for a founder position. Those founder positions have made 18 Bitcoin. So for the snapshot of the last 4 years, it was way better to invest the money into mining than to just buy and hold. The time you're looking at, because if you look at the beginning of 2017, Bitcoin was at about 1,000, came down a little bit. I guessed that Bitcoin would be at 3,000 by the end of 2017. I was wrong. It went to 20,000. Since then, it's come back down to 6. So if you would have heard about BitClub Network in January of 2017, it would have been way better for you to invest your money into buying Bitcoin and holding Bitcoin, not getting involved in mining. If you would have found out about BitClub Network in November or December of 2017, and you would have just bought and held Bitcoin, Bitcoin was at 20,000, almost 20,000, and now it's come back down. When it's going to go back to 20,000, I don't know. It may be the next 3 months, maybe in 6 months, maybe in 2 years. I don't know that information. Mm-hmm. So if you're just looking at a snapshot, yes, in that snapshot, it was better. That's why I'm all in when it comes to cryptocurrency, but I'm not all in on only mining. I hold Bitcoin Cash, I hold Ethereum, I hold Clubcoin, I hold some other cryptocurrencies. Mm-hmm. I also mine Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and some other cryptocurrencies. I'm all in with mining and holding. I don't have gold, I don't have real estate, I don't have bonds, I don't have stocks. I'm just all in over here, but I'm very diversified in the holding and the mining. So okay. Over the next 2 years, what's going to be better? I don't know. So I do both. I was the worst day trader in the history of day trading. I lost everything. Any investment anybody puts their money in, they can lose everything. Seriously, they can lose everything. In BitClub Network, in Bitcoin mining on your own, in buying Bitcoin and buying Ethereum or anything else, the prices of stuff could go to zero. You could lose all your money. That is possible. That is a real thing. I don't believe it. That's why I'm so all in on everything crypto. 99 point whatever percent of my assets are all in crypto, whether it's holding crypto or mining crypto. Like, I'm all in with that. And so massive. So if I could lose my money anywhere, and what's my upside in the stock market? Double my money in 3 years? Like, that's my upside, double my money in 3 years. Where in crypto, we've had people in 3 years more than quadruple, 10x, 20x their money. Literally from Bitcoin mining, doing nothing, sponsoring 0 people. So when I look at what's the worst that can happen compared to what's the best that can happen, I just don't see anything better to put my money into than this. So I don't feel bad telling anybody about this. And if anything, people are mad at me that I didn't force them and pressure them more into joining BitClub Network. But I just kept moving, went through the numbers, and people that said no, see ya. And now they're coming back going, why didn't you make me listen to you? Like, sorry, so I just hope people don't miss it.